LegalMatch is without a doubt my primary source of new client intake and business development. In fact, I use LegalMatch to the exclusion of almost any other business development pipeline because I frankly wouldn't be able to handle any more volume. LegalMatch has allowed me to quickly and easily acquire new leads, and that has allowed me to operate my solo practice more efficiently and more successfully financially than I ever have in the past. I have been practicing for 8 years, and this is the first time in those 8 years that I feel steady in my flow of new clients, steady in my flow of cash flow in a way that allows me personal and professional freedom. COVID-19 hit a lot of businesses hard and created a lot of uncertainty in business. And that meant that business attorneys felt transactions would dry up and our businesses would slow. This happened about the same time I joined LegalMatch. During that year, I've been with LegalMatch. During that year that we've been going through COVID-19 as a country, I have seen my business grow to greater heights than it ever has before. So I almost didn't feel the impact of COVID-19 on my legal practice, thanks to LegalMatch. Now, I have other businesses where they did suffer for COVID-19, so I understand what clients are going through when their business is impeded by COVID. I've seen it from both angles. But on the legal side, LegalMatch prevented COVID-19 from shutting me down, and in fact has made me more successful than ever. I love the whole process of client intake. I get an alert on my phone and an email, all of which you can control. Within seconds, I can evaluate a client. I can reach out to that client through the app, through text message, through email. If I want to, I can even call them, all within seconds of receiving a lead. With the help of scheduling apps, I don't even need to engage in a lengthy back and forth schedule an appointment, people. I can simply, as part of my correspondence to them, include a link to schedule time to talk to me. Pops up on my calendar during windows that I've already approved as time for this. And that's it. And clients who don't respond or don't get back, I don't have to lose time pursuing clients who want to go a different direction. On the other hand, clients who are really eager and excited to go can quite instantly sign up for a free consultation. So that process is so streamlined and so fast, thanks to LegalMatch's app and alert technology, that it's revolutionized the way I've taken in clients. Daily, anywhere from as few as 2 to as many as 5 or 6 in a day, every day. I would say in a given day, of the number of clients who come to me through LegalMatch as a lead, I would say about half or a third of them end up with a free initial consultation. And that might seem low, but that's screening for the clients that I don't pursue, clients that I think maybe aren't serious about what they're looking for, or maybe are in the wrong practice area, and maybe you're just kind of looking in the wrong spot. So after I screen for all of those, and then after people receive my messages and decide to sign up, I probably get about a third to come in for a free initial consultation. Once I have clients in for an initial consultation, I would say it's close to 80-90% of them then become clients of mine. There are always people who maybe things are cost prohibitive, or frankly, there are a lot of people, especially entrepreneurs, who are trying to price things out. They're actually not ready to proceed, and they're looking for someone to give them some quotes because they're trying to build that into a business plan. So a lot of those folks won't sign up. But more or less everybody I get on the phone, I have a very high success rate at engaging them as clients. In 3 ways, I think it positively compares with other lead generating systems. And the first is sheer quantity of leads. I get such an enormous quantity of leads from LegalMatch. And leads in that way are, well, it's sort of like, dating. It's a numbers game in that sense that for every leads you get from any source, relatively few of those will sign up and engage. And because of the high quantity that LegalMatch puts into that funnel, even with ultimately only 20% of the total becoming engaged clients, that's plenty for my business. In fact, it's the most I can handle because there's so many coming in at the top of the funnel. So quantity of leads, LegalMatch is far. The second way is that the streamlined nature of the leads. Again, the app that LegalMatch has, the website that you have access to, the dashboard, has such incredible features that are all so streamlined. As I said, I get an alert on my phone here with the touch of a button. I can send a message. With another touch, I send a text. With another touch, I sent an email, all within a few seconds of getting my lead. So that streamlined process is also unlike any other platform I've seen. And then finally, the pricing model. So a lot of the other lead generating sites are priced per lead, and that's fine to a point as well, but I do think it makes calculating ROI a little bit harder. You have to have, I think, a much higher percentage of engagement rate and probably higher value of each transaction in order for paying per lead to be worth it. There's certainly good things about a pay per lead model, but I really like that LegalMatch just has a flat fee each month based on my practice area, based on my geography. So that makes my costs predictable as a small business, not just as an attorney. So as I think about cash flow for my business, knowing the flat fee as opposed to paying per lead makes it easier to manage my cash flow. I get the most out of my LegalMatch membership by following a routine, streamlined process for client intake. So to walk you through it, I receive the lead, evaluate the lead, right? Because leads are allowed to answer questions about the nature of the work they're looking for and the estimated value of their work and so on and so forth. So I evaluate those responses, and if it's in my wheelhouse, so to speak, and if I think it's a client that I can work with well, I send them a message through LegalMatch, which is a form template I've already prepared through LegalMatch's template that I can send out to everybody with one button. Then I send them a text message. And finally, I send an email, again, a script that I'm able to copy and give to most clients that is well crafted in advance and includes a link to scheduling. And it all takes a matter of seconds. Now, if I wanted to be more aggressive about client intake from there, if business is slow or if I feel like I have capacity, I can also call them immediately. And that really does substantially increase the rate of people who would sign up for a free consultation if you call them. My volume is such that I almost couldn't handle that. And so I take a more let them come to me approach. I've sent them the messages and whoever comes, because I just don't have the capacity to take on the number of clients I would get if I called them all instantly. But I could do that. After that, they've made an appointment, pops up on my calendar. I take a free initial consultation with them, and I have a very streamlined structure for that conversation. I know how to get the most out of our time together with everyone who wants a free initial consultation. With everyone, I drill down on what are their goals, how they can approach that. Then I tell them about myself and my firm, and then I leave them with next steps if they'd like to proceed. I won't go beyond there. I've streamlined my engagement letter process as well, my retainer process in the same fashion. But that's where LegalMatch plays a role in my client intake. And it's that simple. That is a procedure I follow like clockwork every time. And it takes the guesswork. It takes the uncertainty of how to acquire leads, how to close leads, how to approach free initial consultation, how to do it every single time. And I like that. I like the steadiness that comes with that. The thing I would say is you need to ask yourself if you have the motivation and the tools to take the most advantage of a LegalMatch membership. Because if you're going to follow up with leads regularly, if you're going to streamline your intake process, if you have capacity for a lot of new clients, if you know what client value is, and you know what your success could be once you talk to new clients, if you know these things, if you're willing to work on these things, then LegalMatch is going to be a great investment for you. There's no question about it. If you aren't going to put in the time to evaluate the leads, if you're not going to contact them relatively quickly, if you don't know how to streamline that intake process, and you're going to kind of shoot from the hip, so to speak, I think it's not going to help you any more than any other business development pipeline would. I think you need to be in a position to take advantage. If you feel like you are, this is going to be the best bang for your buck. The LegalMatch staff is incredibly responsive and helpful. I have an account manager who will help me manage the back-end dashboard if I need help clearing out old leads or cold leads. I've had a lot of help from everyone from the marketing to billing to people who originally signed me up, the salespeople. Everyone has been very helpful, very responsive, very professional, and frankly, very nice to work with.